Good morning, guys. It's Jess with Techno House Inspections. I'm on the roof of my morning inspection, and it's a nice sunny day, a little bit chilly as fall's come. But I thought I'd take this morning to talk to you about flashing on a roof and what flashing does for a roof and how it should be installed, because I've got some corrections that need to be made on this roof. So first I'll talk to you about what flashing does. So basically, anytime we cut a hole in a roof for a vent pipe or exhaust piping or a chimney or anything like that, we flash the opening around that. And the reason being is when the water runs down the roof, you want to keep water away from that opening. So basically, flashing is just a piece of metal that's designed to keep the openings we cut in roofs watertight. That's the basic gist of it. But when we have a shingle roof, those flashings, the shingles should come down at least 2/3, sometimes 3/4 of the way. They should extend down, wrap around that flashing and kind of extend down the roof, because just to run that water away as best as possible so you don't get leaking. Sometimes I see this on roofs like I have today, where they will install the flashing and then they just caulk or apply sealant all around the edges of it, as opposed to actually properly tucking it up underneath the shingles and shingling around it. And the issue with that is that caulk and sealant are temporary, and they will fail, dry out, and crack over time, and then you'll get leaking there. So I will show you what that looks like when it's wrong. And then there are some examples up here of what it looks like when it's right. So I'll show you that as well. Let me flip this around and I'll show you. So I'm on the roof, and this is what it looks like when it's wrong. They basically just cut their hole out, nailed the flashing on. See, these are where they caulked the nail heads here, and they've sealed all this. And there's a couple layers of sealant here. I don't know if you can see the white, and then kind of the darker color and the fresher white. So this is something that these shingles actually should extend kind of all the way over. Actually, they should be covering this nail line here, and then they should be coming all the way down and pretty well should terminate. So I'm just really looking at like the bottom inch or so of this flashing sticking out of the metal. And the issue here is that when this caulk fails, not if, when the sealant fails, you can get water underneath the shingles, this way, and get leaking all around this exhaust vent pipe here. So that you know what it looks like when it's right, here's around a plumbing vent stack here, which they not so intelligently capped, but we'll talk about that later. And you can see here, the shingles are tucked up around it and extends down, and I'm just looking at sort of the very bottom of this flashing. And that's what it looks like when it's done properly. So just a few things to keep in mind if you are having any additional vents or anything cut out on your roof, or you're adding, a kitchen exhaust fan or a bathroom exhaust fan or something like that. Make sure that if you're paying someone to do it, that you have them take photos of their work so that you can see if your roof isn't safe to walk yourself. Look at those photos and compare the way that they've done the flashing install, right versus wrong. And if you're not sure, then get a hold of a home inspector or a roofer that can take a look at it and verify before you end up having a roof leak. All right, I got to get this stuff written up. Take care, guys. Bye.